these stories time and time again. You know, like you think the first thing I thought about was like Len Bias.
Yep, I thought about that too, bro.
Man.
And one bad decision.
One bad
Good
decision,
kid. Bro. Just one mistake.
Yeah, my mom used to tell me this story all the time about Len Bias, bro.
Cautionary tale.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, because it's like, first of all, it's a lot of pressure, right? It's a lot of pressure. The unlikelihood of making it to the first round. I mean, the odds, bro.
You talking about top 3 picks?
Are we talking about like real
and hoops?
Hey, but look though, do you think Michael Jordan would have been Michael Jordan if Len Bias would have went to the NBA?
Bro. No, him and Bird in the mid '80s.
Yeah.
Real quick.
This is the thing. I don't know how cold Len Bias was.
No, Len Bias was
watch
like
the highlights, bro.
Len Bias was LeBron before
yes,
LeBron.
I swear
bro.
to you, bro. He was swole with a jumper and played against Mike in college, and he used to dominate.
Yeah.
He used to like post him up at everything.
Yeah.
Turn around. Toof. Yeah, bro.
Len
And
Bias
then,
was the
mind you, he would have played with Bird, Kevin McHale.
Oh,
He would
yeah,
play with
he
all the
was
boys.
going
It
to
was like
Boston.
what, 85?
The same
was
class
in
as Mike.
prime.
The same class as Mike.
So, bro, he would have had like 4 rings by 89,
Yeah.
bro. And then in the 90s, here's the keys.
Also,
Larry Bird older.
the Bulls couldn't beat the Celtics.
That's what I'm saying,
Nah,
bro.
he was gonna be with Bird.
In their
Oh,
prime.
they was gonna be.
They was gonna.
That's
they
why
was
everybody
gonna be
talks about that.
crazy, bro.
It's a sad story. Like,
Yeah.
yo,
Damn, man, cocaine, man.
one hell of a drug.
Yeah.
I think that there has to be some type of thing. I was going through this last night. I had called this nigga like 1:30 in the morning.
Hey, that's a real friend, bro.
But look, I'm gonna tell you what it was, bro. I had a little 420 situation, and I don't really smoke like that. So somebody had gave me some like infused lemonade and some edibles and shit.
God damn.
I don't really fuck with it like that. But I took a little swig of the infused lemonade. I was feeling nice.
Yeah, at
I was
first.
good.
Hey, he wasn't peaky yet?
Literally, everything was fine. Everything was fine. It was like 9:30. I was like, I'm finna go to bed, man. I feel good. I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
I feel that.
I had ate a little corner of that brownie,
See,
and I went to bed.
you're doing too much.
I woke up. I woke up at 1:30. I get one of them gums.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Sid thought you said gummies. I think that's why she looked scared. Like,
Yeah.
yo, what's
She
up,
was
my
like,
cousin?
Now look, you know how your phone be on D&D?
Yeah, I feel
and
that,
it'd be
yeah.
like zzz, zzz, zzz. That's how my body felt. I was like, oh,
It was vibrating.
shit. Oh, I was like, what's happening? Man, I think it all just hit me at once. Like, damn, nigga, do you know how visible you are? Like, you can't come.
You know how visible you are. It's crazy.
Nigga start contemplating his life.
Who am I? Who am I? Where did I come from? Why am I here?
How did this happen?
Why am I here? Nah, I feel you.
Big had dead sleep too. He like, yeah, man, you got that shit, bro. I said, man, go to bed, man.
He called me at 1:40 in the morning.
He fighting for his life, though.
Talking about, yo, man.
Fight for my
Who
life.
created God? Like, you start getting in that type of bag. Yeah, nah,
And
I
he
get
said,
it.
we can't do what we used to do, bro. I said, bro, you right, bro. We can't do what we used to do. We made the shade room.
Real talk. Motto for the rest of the year.
That's really what it did.
We made the shade
We
room.
made the shade room. It's like, oh my God.
Tighten up.
Bro,
Tighten up.
120 million people. That's
Come
a lot
on.
of people. It's a lot of eyeballs.
Organic.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just like, naturally, like today, I'm like, all right, I was bugging a little bit. It was like 1 in the morning.
Yeah,
It took a little while for that, like,
I feel that.
little taper off. But it was just like, it'll have you thinking about it in a way of like, if it all hit you at once, like, this is the thing. And this is why I don't really rock with like weed like that. We take everything I done put in drawers and put it on the floor.
Ooh.
And now I gotta find, okay, what drawer this go in, what drawer this. Like, my mind is pretty organized, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, imagine how that happens for how many people that happens to. And it ain't even drug induced, just life. For somebody like that, a young person like that, I'm on the cusp of it. I got everything. All I gotta do is what got me here.
Wow.
And also too, speak to the beginning, now the real work starts. I'm gonna be in the NFL, it's gonna be new expectations and new standards, but I'm also gonna have like all of the luxury, you know what I'm saying? The best trainers, the best coaches, the best, everything is the best. I worked my way up to this point to be the best, and I gotta prove that I'm the best all over again. It's a lot of pressure.
Wow.
It's a lot of pressure. So imagine when life take all that you done compartmentalize. It take everything you had in the drawers over here. You got cabinets over here in your mind, just dump it all on the floor.
Overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. Wow. And then think about him in the moment when he realized what he did.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All the trauma at one time.
Everything.
Wow.
Everything that's going away, what the consequences are. I was on a high-speed chase from the police before.
For real?
I'm going to tell you, the thing is like, when you realize you in it, not only are you trying to get away from them, but you're trying to get away from the consequences. Man. And you can't. I'm in this shit.
You like OJ right now. How like he just kept going on the highway.
You can't get out of it because you can't get, because the thing is you made the decision.
And now I got to stick with it. Wow.
It's a lot. That's a lot. And your brain is trying to find an answer that ain't there. Ain't no answer.
Can't rationalize.
Ain't no answer for it.
No answer.
Wow.
You got to go with it. So think about this. Even the run, the hit part may be a mistake.
Yeah.
The
The
run
run part was the decision that you
the
made.
decision.
You chose to.
And now, but now you got to run forever. And you running in your mind too. Everything that could have been. And now all you got, like, I'm bro, I done been there. I done been in them tough situations before. I done been facing 10 years before when I was younger. Doing that street shit.
Come on, bro.
You can't imagine it. How many times you gonna play that day over and over again when you had opportunities to make different decisions and you didn't?
I should have did that.
You can't. I'm telling you.
In prison, bro. Imagine that.
I'm telling you.
Facing life like, yo, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
30 seconds. Changed the rest of my life.
Everything, bro.
Wow.
One decision. So it's an immense amount of pressure on young people, but especially when, and you know, there's no care afforded to they don't want them thinking like that. Come on, man. We're making millions of dollars off your body, man. You ain't got to think.
I'll fix that for you.
Everything's automated.
I'll pay that off. Wow.
Don't worry. We're going to get you there.
Carmelo, he said that. In the league, David Stern, he had profiles on every player. Carmelo, he knew who he was sleeping with, where he was going out, rolling dice, all that.
Yeah.
His best friends, he knew everybody's name. That's crazy, bro.
That's FBI.
It's that they like 3 letters for a reason, bro.
We were talking about that earlier, yeah.
Something about it. And they love
Evil
it.
geniuses, huh?
But the thing is like, if we giving millions of dollars to people because of what they're able to do for us with their bodies, and we know that there has been no adequate care for their minds, not in a mental health.
Since babies. I've conditioned you. Be a dog. Bruh, now, like, being older, I'm like, bro, that type of, like, terminology is crazy. He's a beast. He's an animal.
Yeah.
He's a savage.
Yeah.
Jeez, bro, he just playing football, dog. Like,
If it's a white player, they got a high IQ.
Oh,
come on now.
He plays the game the
Okay,
right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk
You
to
feel
me.
You feel me? So
Plays the game the right way.
yeah.
What does that even mean?
What's
the right way?
Well, the thing is, they live out that coded language too.
Dog whistles.
But you got to think like somebody like David Stern's position. They know they've never taken adequate care of these people's minds, and he has $30 million.
Back then, too. Yeah, we talking about inflation, like late 90s, early 2000s?
$30 million niggas from Baltimore?
From Baltimore. Like really from Brooklyn.
Early 2000s?
Grew up in Baltimore.
Bro, you were set for your life. Children.
Big suits.
Nasty suits.
Niggas
Yeah.
wearing huge
Draft day suits was
Crazy.
terrible.
suits. Niggas wearing zoot suits to the draft.
Couldn't even see their feet from the
Can't
pants, bro.
see their feet.
Little tippy toes.
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady when he had that
Yo,
on.
a zoot
Yeah.
suit at the draft is insane.
Are you? This one I found out. That's how I found out. Tim Duncan was Caribbean.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He used to wear sandals with the jean
Bro,
shorts.
pop out. Like, he got on.
He from the Bahamas.
Where he get that
I
from?
think for the Virgin Islands, yeah. All right.
They got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Nigga, he had $12 sandals. I was like, all right.
Boy got them Sean Cutters on. See, it's always what?
Y'all
Yo,
crazy.
my
bro.
Haitian homeboy, shout out my man Margin. I was on a FaceTime with him yesterday.
What he had on?
Oh,
He got the
Lord.
barbecue shoes on.
Yeah.
His dad passed down to him.
Chill. Hey, and it's warm outside too, so you
Yeah,
already
them
know you
sandals
feeling
on?
it.
He said, "I'm gonna break these in."
Yeah.
I said, "Break them in. It's already a foot.
It's
in
a
there.
foot in there.
It's a foot in the shoe."
That's my dad's foot.
Yeah, that's my dad's foot. I'm gonna fill his shoes. I said, "Oh shit." Take good care of them. Legacy,
Air Moses,
legacy sandals. The Jean Pierre.
The Jean Pierre. The John Baptiste.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know, man. I empathize with situations like that too because I understand what it's like to be in those situations that'll break your brain, and you can't do nothing about it.
Break your brain. Talk about that.
Yeah, like it's very hard to come to terms with the decision you made and how it's gonna play out because you want to control it. It's not in your control, especially when you start fucking with them laws. Fuck them laws. Optimism might be an enemy to you.
Unrealistic expectations in that moment, huh?
I'm gonna beat this. How many niggas? Oh, I'm coming home.
I'm coming home.
Nigga got 30 years left.
Whew.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is why we are imploring people bro, whether it be college, whether it be a trade, do something tangible. Do something that'll take you out of an idle space. Because ideas sound good, but what about the execution? Everybody got great ideas.
That's what Sid tell me every day, bro.
Everybody
Nobody
got
wants
great
to
ideas.
execute. Because that's where the work begins.
Yeah.
First of all, it's not easy to execute.
Nope.
It takes care.
You're going to be tested.
Yeah. Like we putting together a meet and greet, it takes care. Like we want it to look a certain way. We want people to have a certain
aesthetic,
especially
is
for the price point that we like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna undervalue myself. I don't feel like I'm overvaluing myself. I feel like for everything that it come with, this is where we need to be. But you need to leave feeling like you got your money worth. That's my responsibility.
Over deliver.
Gotta over
That's
deliver.
why I tell over deliver. That's right. Wow.
I want people to feel like I'm there to meet them,
Not the other way.
not the other way around. And it take care, but you gotta give a fuck. And the thing is a lot of people when it come to that money shit, man, I'm just here for the money, man. Everything else, well, that's a fuck mentality. Because the thing is like money don't care who it go to.
Whew. Wow.
Money is not picky.
It's currency.
It's currency.
It's got to keep going.
It's gonna flow.
It gotta flow.
Somebody gonna tell you ain't gonna leave $100 nowhere.
None.
Wow.
It don't care who the owner is. You understand what I'm saying? Don't care.
Nah. That's real.
So this is the idea of like making your money work for you. It's about understanding like the money ain't how do you get the money? You always gonna get the money from people.
Yeah.
So if the money is coming from people, take care of people. Look out for the people. Be there for the people. Show up. Be mindful. Because this is where we trying to get away from that crack dealer mentality. You could treat your customers like shit when they need, like their body physically depends on it. You could disrespect. They don't care. They just want to get hot.
They want their
You
fix.
can slap them, spit on them, talk to them crazy as hell. They'll keep coming back. Because at the end of the day, you're standing in the middle of something. You a middleman.
Wow.
You ain't even the real deal. Like a million niggas sell crack. You just standing in between me and what I want. Trust me, if there was a crack store, you'd be irrelevant.
They clone Tyrone type of vibes, huh?
You hear me?
saying.
If they could just
It's
go in
another
there,
player.
Yeah.
you're just another player, bro.
NPCs.
Especially in that environment.
Wow. Wow.
But in this life, once you change your course, the people become paramount, right? If me and you do bad business, we don't know where this thing could go, right? This could be the first and last. This could be the first of many. That depends on how we treat each other.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But nigga, I could be in here. Deante Kyle, man.
Yep. And bruh,
Niggas better be happy I showed up.
you would be
You know how
surprised.
f***ed up that is?
Bro, I can't tell you, man, how many people who like y'all would think are just uprighteous, $1,000. Some people, bro, they charge them $5,000. I'm like, yo, he told you 5 racks, 10 racks. How you like supposed to be for the people outwardly, but then inwardly charging people for great conversations that's really gonna benefit everybody.
I'll charge something,
Yeah.
but I operate on a space of an exchange of value.
Exactly.
So $1,000 to come sit with you is insane.
That's wild.
For an hour.
For an hour?
For an hour.
See, it's my thing. I talk about people,
Yeah.
people, right?
Yeah.
Spotify ain't a person.
That's a conglomerate. Yeah.
When I go to charging, I'm charging them niggas.
Because they got it.
Yeah, I'm charging the INC, the LLC, the S Corp.
It's a tax
The
right off
person?
to them. Yeah.
You reached out to me representing your company. I know you a small black production. What and I live here. What are we doing?
Right. That's what I say, man.
If first of all, if you don't have an hour to spare, you gotta charge. Like you have to charge for this hour.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? $1,000 for an hour?
Wow.
It's like, get your money, but understand, like, this is a one and done. It's a one and done.
One-time transaction there.
A one-time transaction, like, okay, because they don't look at the people like plugs, right?
Yeah, come on.
You never know who you're talking to.
That's what I say.
Trust me. Remember I said it in that lyric. I ran off on the plug, ain't see the bigger picture. Like, I was focused on myself and what I was getting. Okay, shit, if I go buy this, it's going to cost me $1,200. Could make $6,000 off of it.
Wow.
So I'm going to just run off. But I could have made $6,000, spent $1,200 more, and stacked it up. Now this next flip, I got $8,000 cash. Now this next flip, I got $15,000 cash, $20,000. I
lost a whole relationship
for $6,000.
The whole relationship is gone.
Stupid, but it's an ego thing too. I think when you go to situations like what we just talking about, like with the meet and greet, food is provided. You ain't got to pay for parking. Those are great amenities, just those two right there. Wow. But the opportunity to be in an environment with like-minded individuals, because if you like this show, if you like this show, you know what I'm saying? I know what type of person you are.
Right.
Right? Because the thing is, we say too much real shit for you to like it casually.
It's impossible.
You can't be a casual listener. Ain't no casual.
Too polarizing too.
It's too. This ain't no casual.
Yeah.
What you coming for the jokes? So you leaving after 15 minutes? Get real after 15 minutes. Shit's real. So I think the thing is like the business part is tricky, but when it comes to relationships and when it comes to dealing with people, sometimes it's better to focus on the long-term business than it is the transactions in the short term.
Right.
Right? And also, if you find a way to create short-term transactions with corporations and sponsors, then you could treat people
normally.
You could just you don't have to make all your money off of them.
Wow.
Especially in situations like this where we're trying to do collaborations. You know, $3 million is just as important as grits and eggs. Because you giving, if people care about grits and eggs, and you give me a platform,
similar vibes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just as important. So it's like we start putting ourselves in tiers and against each other, then we don't grow together.
Everybody has a style. Everybody has a role to play.
Right.
But it's the egos, unfortunately.
And I think also too, it's like to be in a position where you think everybody's supposed to get something from you is extremely selfish. Yeah. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Right? There's people who are extremely like academic.
Yeah.
And they make video essays on YouTube that I'm in awe of.
Yeah.
But I also understand that the language they speak ain't for everybody, so that's why they come here. Right? So you might not be able to go to like, it's a young lady named Deja Sade. She does these like video essays that are like very well put together, very well edited, but like she speaks in a lecture style.
That's what you're saying.
It's very academic. And if you're not like showcase, if you're not utilizing the English language, it's gonna be hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Same thing, like even FD Signifier, he'll get in that bag sometimes. It's like, you can tell he's extremely educated. And there's like a lot of nuance into it, but there's also a lot of research that goes into it. And sometimes people just want it short and sweet. And I think that even though I'm intelligent and I'm articulate, I come from a certain background that allow me to know how to speak to people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like a performance. It's not, and I don't think what they do is performance, but it doesn't have to feel like a lecture. It can just feel like a conversation.
We just chopping it up.
Right? But I'm saying the same shit they saying. They just saying it for a different audience.
Yeah.
And that's like how big the world is, right? It's people out here with millions of followers. You don't know who they are. You see what I'm saying? You have never come across their shit. Wow. There's artists out here, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000 followers. They do 250,000 streams a month. You've never heard of them. So in your world, you might be big shit. but you big shit in your world. It's a lot of people out there building their own little worlds too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just you.
Yeah.
And so I'd be mindful of that. Like, it's not just me. I'm going to take care of my world.
That's right.
And when I come in combination and when our universes cross paths digitally,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And we cross paths in real life, be careful and be mindful and take care of each other.
Yeah.
Because it's a long-standing relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do, but I know that this is a business and it's an event space if you wanted it to be. And what if I was in a pickle like, damn, yo, I need somewhere to do this, do that. But I treat you like, and then I call you like, hey man, you think I could? Yeah, you could use it for $1,000 an hour.
Wow. You never know when you're gonna need somebody, man.
Never know, bro.
You never know. And then everybody needs each other.
We need each other.
So how crazy is that?
And there's also nothing wrong with that.
That's what bro. That's called community. That's what everybody else does.
Everybody talk about community and don't know how to engage.
Wow.
Right? Like, if you could do something to benefit somebody with your platform, and it's like, it's a smaller person, right? Now, I think the thing is like, we have to be mindful of like how we're charging people too. Do something reasonable.
Yeah.
Ask people what their budget is.
Yeah.
Because you going over there to give them a bump. You should give them a bump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you also should walk away with something because you can't take the views with you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it could be love. 9 times out of 10, if they're kind of reaching up to you, they're going to ask you what you charge.
Yeah.
Instead of telling them a charge, it's like, what you working with?
Ooh.
Okay. You got 200, you got 300? Come on, let's run it. Let's just run it.
Here's the set number.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, these people trying to come up too. And they reaching out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you can't go. Right. Sometimes and then also it's important to do your research. Like, if y'all post every 3 weeks or like every 2 months, then we can't do nothing. Yeah. Because I'm consistent as hell.
Yeah, come on.
So we have to exchange our values in certain places. And we can't expect things from black people because we support black people. And it's just, oh, well, I'm black. Like, hey, this is also a business.
Right. Wow.
Your plug ain't fronting a nigga that it take them 3 weeks to flip a bird. Hey.
In today's times, too, everybody dollar counts.
Facts.
Everybody's dollar counts.
You got to take care of their money, man.
Yeah.
People are paying for experiences.
Yes, I say that. Come on, bro. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? We got to have a space for that.
It's the vibe, aesthetic.
And it can't be like, you don't want to walk into somewhere and it feel like a trap. Like, you know how that shit is?
Smelling like weed. You see blunts on the ground.
Well,
people.
It's not even that aspect. Let's just say in a restaurant, everything aesthetically looks great. Customer service is shit. Communication is shit.
I see what you're saying.
It feel like a trap. Like, damn, I'm just a number in here.
Spend some money and go.
I'm just here to give them some money and get the fuck out.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
I'm straight on that.
Yeah.
No, bro, I want to feel welcome.
Make me feel important.
Yes.
When I come in. Because I am important.
That's customer service, dude.
Right. What you need.
Everything is like that.
Yeah.
Our podcast is customer service.
That's right. Yeah, the Patreon with the merch.
But I'm humble. Like, right? I've been a waiter before.
Wow.
I've been a bartender. My man, I've been a bartender before. Wow. We know how I feel for nobody. These people don't give a fuck about you, man. They came in here to get their drink or their food.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't come over here because who you are as a waiter or a waitress.
That's real.
You work here. Just do your job. And as simple as that is, a big part of that is like we put a lot of stress on like, well, they should treat us like, yeah, they should. People should come into your establishment with respect.
Yeah.
All of them don't. And some people, and for some people, you are just standing in between them and their meal or their drink. And you have to understand that. Okay, I ain't doing this forever. But the way I make my money is off of tips or whatever, and I need them tips. Right. So guess what? Let me humble myself a little bit.
Back to the ego.
Back to that ego. Let me dial my ego down. Yeah, my pride a little hurt. Let me dial that a little down. Wow. And let me get through the day, because at the end of the day, in an hour, when I'm on the 7th table after them, they don't even matter no more.
They already gone.
And they don't make or break me. They on about their business. They ain't thought about how they was treating you. We have to put things into perspective. But because I've been in that position where I'm working 2 jobs and I'm leaving one job, walking directly to the other.
Yeah, man.
And I already done had a shit day over here. And this job, I'm waiting tables. So I got to have my mind right.
So I can't put headphones in. I can't block out.
Can't block it out. Now you got to really engage.
Yeah.
And I'm finna be here from 4 to 11.
Overstimulated
And then
probably
at 11, then I still got to close.
Come on.
And then I got to be back at the other job at 9 a.m.
All over again.
And we gonna run it again. And I'm a supervisor at this job, so not only do I gotta deal with customers, but I gotta deal with customer complaints and and take orders and do all this, like, and then this is the deep cleaning schedule for the week. It was all retail, service industry shit, restaurants and shit. That's because sometimes that's the easiest place to get in, especially like 2021.
Yeah.
You wanna have a little tip, so you could stash some, and then do this, like, bruh, if you've never been in that service industry, then you're going to have the game fucked up when you start dealing with people.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have higher expectations out of them. Yep. Service industry show exactly who people are.
Yeah.
Because this is where little people get power.
Yeah. Another thing is, like when you said nobody really care who you are. Sometimes, but on the flip side of that coin, when you give them good customer service, they start to care who you are. Yo, let me get my man right there.
Exactly.
Every time.
Yeah. Yo,
exactly.
The other butts in there here? Oh, we'll come back.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
there
we'll be back when they get here.
I'll be back tomorrow.
When you
if you're not there today,
hey, when you wait tables and you bartend and
That's
people
real.
come specifically for you, you be feeling like this shit.
Yeah.
and you won.
Yeah, I won.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, think about that from a perspective of like, you had to really take pride in your job, right? No matter what your job is.
A low level job.
A low level job.
You took pride in it.
If you a janitor, the floors better be. Listen, whoever clean that
better do this.
bathroom. When I walked in, I said, "Damn, they."
Pedro.
Shit, I might not even lay the shit down.
Yeah.
Hey, that toilet seat sparkling.
Hey,
Good.
that's my man Pedro from Colombia, bro.
But look,
he be going crazy.
You gotta take pride in it.
Every floor. He does every floor.
Because this is the thing. This is the thing. The thing you want to do is looking for you too. That's why you want to do it.
Wow.
Right? Now, if you want to do it because it's somebody else, it ain't looking for you. That's why you never find it. This is a purpose-driven thing. I've been told I was going to be this since I was younger.
You better preach on this Easter Sunday, man.
Cause
Preacher man, let's go.
He is risen.
Let's go,
Deacon
preacher
Big
man.
Cat.
That's funny as hell.